Hello, yogis. So this is going to be a moon salutation practice because I just feel like it brings such a nice balance to our active, busy lives. So we're going to do a full, complete moon salutation, which is where we take like a journey around the mat, and we'll go all the way around. We're going to face all four sides of your mat. And then on the next time, we're going to go all the way around, facing all four sides in the opposite direction to complete a whole rotation through the moon salutation. And I love this practice. It actually, all of these poses are like my favorite poses. So this feels really good. And then we'll come back on our back, we'll rest for a bit. I'll play the crystal bowl, and then we'll have a really nice, calm, relaxing rest of our day or weekend or whenever it is that you are practicing. So I've got the usual props out. I've got a block and a blanket. You might find that the blanket is nice for just some knee cushion if we do do anything on our hands and knees, which may be included in the salutation practice. And the block is always nice because it just gives you like a little bit more of a length of how far you can reach down. So without feeling like you're rounding or forcing, it really does make it feel just a little bit more natural. So we're going to begin standing today. So go ahead and come to the top of your mat and arms down by your side. We begin in mountain pose. Go ahead and spread your toes and root your feet down into the earth. Feel the belly pull into the body and draw your tailbone down, feeling the sense of being grounded and anchored. Even though the heart is rising, the crown of the head rises up. Go ahead and take a couple of just beautiful, big, powerful breaths in and out of the nose. Let's circle the arms out wide and take a big inhale, lifting the arms overhead. Grab onto your left wrist, and as you exhale, gently lean to the right, but keeping your left heel grounded. Now take an inhale and come all the way up through center. Reach your arms up, even lifting your gaze. And as you exhale nice and slow, let's bend into the knees and softly fold over the legs. Bowing the head down. Coming up halfway as you inhale, just bring your heart forward, the shoulders down, and to exhale, release and fold. Let's take a giant step back with the left toes. And just pause here in this lunge. Right knee over the ankle, lifting the chest, lifting that back knee, press into the heel. Now bring your left foot in about 6 inches and turn your toes out 45 degrees so that you can straighten into the right leg. Let's lift the chest, inhale, and as you exhale, fold over the right leg. And just feel that the right hip is drawing back. And you relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Keep grounding through that back heel. Let's bring the right hand to the shin or your block. And go ahead and sweep the left arm up to the sky and feel your navel turning up, your heart turning up. Transitioning into triangle pose. Shoulders away from the ears, reach wide out of your arms, reach into the legs. Let's take that left arm overhead. Just feeling that big side body opening. Go ahead and let the left arm come back up. Start to bend into your right knee, lifting the torso into warrior two. Arms wide, shoulders soft, tailbone grounding down. Now flip your right palm up. Inhale, reach up and back, stretching the right ribs. And as you exhale, let's sink into the right thigh. Drop the forearm and extend the left arm up and overhead, Parsvakonasana. Let's take an inhale and come back up. Let's go ahead and just reverse your warrior because that just feels really good. And exhale, back through warrior two. And now bring your left heel in. You're going to turn to the left and we're going to be in this high squat. So the knees bend over the toes. Good, let's sink into the hips a little bit here. Let your shoulders come up by your ears and just sink down. Maybe coming down to your elbows. Breathing into the hips. And then come back up to your hands. Lift your torso upright. Straighten into your legs. We're going to bring the toes in and the heels out. Let's take the arms out and reach back behind you. Interlace your hands with the left thumb on top. Widening the chest, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Bow the head. Pressing the hands up and over the body. And breathing into your collarbones and your chest, and your shoulders. Go ahead and release your hands down to the ground or your ankles, and just fold a little bit deeper as you exhale. Let's bring the hands under the shoulders. Start to bend into one knee at a time, moving side to side, Skandasana. You can stay up high or come down low, but just get a stretch into the inner thighs. And the next time that we bend into the left knee, we're going to now turn and face the back of the mat. Come into your lunge, left knee bends over the ankle, roll to your right toes. Now let's drop the right knee down. As you inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale here, soften your shoulders. Gazing forward, I want you to lift up through the back of the skull. Don't let your head drop way back, just lift up through the back of the skull and open up the front of the body. One more inhale. Exhale, releases the hands down. Now let's slide the left foot back, come onto your hands and knees. I want you to take an inhale and lift your chest, lift your tailbone. And as you exhale, let's round the spine into our cat. Dropping the head. Two more of those. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Now come back to center. And let's take an inhale, maybe a little lift of the chest. But as you exhale, we're going to bring the chest and chin to the ground, keeping the bum lifted into an inchworm. Now slide onto your belly, lengthen your legs. Keep the elbows bent. And inhale, lift and widen the chest, cobra pose. Keep your glutes relaxed. And exhale, lower down nice and slow. Shift to your hands and knees. Go ahead and tuck your toes and lift your hips, downward facing dog. Now reach long through your arms. Again, keep your shoulders soft. Notice when you are clenching the neck with your shoulders. Keep your knees bent as much as you need. If your hamstrings are tight, and just focus on lengthening the spine, getting a good length and lift all the way through the tailbone. Now you're welcome to take the right leg up to the sky, or you can just step that right foot forward. So let's take an inhale and exhale. Go ahead and bring that right foot forward. Come into your lunge. Just pause here again. Okay, so now let's take the left toes in, turn the toes out, and straighten the right leg so we're back in that pyramid pose. Hips are squared forward. Take an inhale, let's get some space, and exhale, gently fold over the right leg. Breathing into the hamstrings, into the hips, but just being mindful that you maintain steadiness in the left heel. And this steadiness is going to help create the foundation so that you can experience the sweetness of the pose. Relax your head. Okay, so let's take our right hand to the block or to the shin and start to lift the left arm high. We're going to turn the chest up. Keep grounding through the left heel. You should feel this opens up the left side of the pelvis. And let's take the left arm up and overhead. Just a big, nice side body stretch. And then go ahead and bring your left arm up. Start to bend into your right knees. Come to warrior two. Gazing down the right arm. Adjust your feet as much as you need so that you can sink into the legs and use your legs equally. Flip your right palm up. Inhale, reach up and back. Keep lunging into the right knee. And exhale, let's sink a little deeper into the right thigh. Drop the right forearm down and extend the left arm up and overhead as you turn your gaze up. Your next inhale, let's reverse the warrior again. Just reaching that right arm up and back. Keep bending the right knee. And exhale back to warrior two. So now let's turn to the left. We bring our heels in under the knees bend out towards the toes. Make sure that the belly is in, the tailbone anchors down, and you sit a little deeper. Let's just move the arms. Inhale, circle the arms out, palms in prayer overhead, maybe gazing upward. And exhale, hands down to the heart and sink into your hips and heels. Trusting your legs. Inhale, sweeping the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Let's straighten into the legs. Turn your toes in and the heels out slightly. This time, let's reach the arms out wide. Your palms face up. You turn your gaze upward. And exhale, swan dive and fold forward, leading with the heart. Letting your hands land and bowing the head completely. And just breathe into that. And I like to also think about if you have your knees are bent pretty deeply, see if you can press back into your thighs, ground your heels, and then as you inhale, just maybe a little lift of the chest, and as you exhale, fold deeper by drawing in, constricting the navel. Walk your hands under the shoulders. Start to bend into your knees, side to side, lunge, Skandasana. Just stretching it out. Next time that you bend into your left knee, let's go ahead and turn and face the top of the mat. Just pass through a lunge, lifting the chest, and step forward and fold over both legs. Let's bend into the knees and reach out wide. As you inhale, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. And just a little bow of the head, closing your eyes, or keeping your gaze at your fingertips. Slowing down, smoothing out the breath so that you can just feel the life that is here right now. This presence. Releasing the arms. Let's go the other way, exploring that side. Let's take the arms out wide, big inhale. Reach up, grab your right wrist, and as you exhale, this time we're going to lean to the left. Keep grounding the right heel. Inhale, come up through center, press your palms, gaze up. And exhale, we're going to bend the knees and just slowly flow down over the legs. Straight into the legs and bow the head. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. So this time we take a giant step back with the right toes. Just pause in the lunge. Let this space become familiar in the hips. And then bring your right foot in about 6 inches, turn your toes out 45 degrees, and straighten into the left leg, setting up for pyramid pose. Now take an inhale, let's get some lift in the chest and out of the belly. And exhale, slowly fold. And you can keep a little bend in that left knee so that your ribs rest towards the left thigh. But maintaining the steadiness in the back heel. And notice when you maintain that steadiness, what sweetness do you get to taste because of that foundation? Notice the parts of the pose that feel good. Let's take the left hand to our block or to the shin. Now we let the right arm begin to lift up, turning the navel up, the gaze up. Our shoulders are soft away from the neck, but we're reaching up. We're reaching down into the legs. And just feel your body. Let your breath flow through the space of the inner body here. Let the right arm extend up and overhead. Feeling this nice big stretch from the ribs to your pelvis. As the right arm lifts, bend into your left knee, and let's come to warrior two. Again, just adjusting your back foot if you need to so that you have room for your legs to just lunge equally here. Let's take the left palm up. Inhale, reach up and back. Reversing your warrior. Again, keep bending into the left knee. Now exhale, let's sit a little deeper into the left thigh. Drop your left elbow down. And right arm extends up and overhead. Just feeling this big diagonal line of energy through the right side body. Let's take the right arm up. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale to warrior two. Gaze down the left arm. Now we bring the right heel in. We're in a high goddess squat. Hands on the thighs. We're going to sit deep back into the bum. So sit back into your bum like you're sticking your tail out. And your shoulders are going to come up by your ears because your arms are straight. Let's take an inhale, get some length. And as you exhale, drop your right shoulder and twist to the front of the mat. Inhale back to center. Exhale, drop your left shoulder, twisting to the back. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the front. Inhale, center. Exhale, twisting to the back. Now come up through center as you inhale. Exhale, straighten your legs. Toes come in and the heels slightly turn out. Reach back behind you and interlace your hands. Right thumb is on top. Let's take a big inhale and open up the sternum, the breastbone, and exhale, fold forward. Keep pressing back into your heels and thighs. Let your head totally drop here, and your hands will press up and over the body. As you exhale, you can release your hands down, sliding the hands down the legs, and just fold as deep as you would like on your next exhale. Just folding to your depth right now. Remaining soft. Let's walk the hands under the shoulders and start to bend your knees, go side to side, Skandasana. You might even find that just pausing on one side feels really good. So sometimes our dynamic movement feels really nice to work out any tension or tightness, and sometimes just being still and breathing into it is what we need. But you know. Let's turn over the right shoulder, facing the back edge of the mat now. So the right knee bends over the ankle. We're going to drop our left knee to the mat. Keep your feet grounded and inhale. Let's lift the torso, reaching the arms up. But as you exhale, soften your shoulders and sink into your hips. Now it's real easy to lift the chin here, and we constrict this upper spine at the base of the skull, but I want you to lengthen up through that point and think about lifting your belly button, lifting your ribs. Ujjayi breath, in and out of the nose. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right foot slides back, we come to the hands and knees. Inhale, lift your chest, lifting the tail. Exhale, we're going to ground the hands and round the spine, lifting up, pulling the belly button in. Inhale, lifting your chest, arching the back. Exhale, let's round and lift the spine, lifting to the back of the heart. One more, inhale. Exhale. Let's take an inhale and come back through center in a little lift of the chest. As you exhale, let's bring the chest and chin to the ground, bending the elbows so you feel like an inchworm here. And now slide onto your belly, lengthen your legs. Keep drawing your elbows back and lifting the chest. Inhale, soften your shoulders. And exhale down. Downward facing dog. Good. So we're going to step forward with the left foot this time, or you can take your left leg into the air if you like lifting the leg, three-legged dog. We'll bring the left foot forward. We'll come back through our lunge. And then the right foot comes in a few inches. Toes turn out 45 degrees. We straighten the left leg. Let's take an inhale, get some space. Exhale, fold and release over the left leg, but maintain the grounding through the back heel. Sthira Sukham Asana. And it's one of my favorite yoga sutras because it's such a great reminder that each asana, to achieve quote-unquote perfection, is just to sense both qualities of a pose, the steadiness and the sweetness equally. It doesn't matter how far we go into it, but that whatever depth we're at has those two qualities. Let's take the left hand to the block or the shin. Go ahead and sweep the right arm up to the sky. Big inhale, triangle pose. And exhale, I want you to draw your navel in, turn your chest up, and even your chin turns towards the right shoulder, almost as if you're hugging the right side of the throat. Reach wide up and open, reach into your legs. Right arm extends up and overhead. Let's stretch the right side body. As the right arm lifts up, start to bend into the left knee, warrior two. Adjust your back foot if you need extra space. Flip your left palm up, inhale, reach up and back. Keep bending into the left knee. Exhale again, let's just sit into the left thigh. Drop your left elbow down and extend the right arm up and overhead. Long diagonal line of energy from the fingertips to the heel. Turning the chest up. Lift the right arm, inhale, let's come back to our reverse warrior one more time. And exhale to warrior two, looking down the left arm. Now we bring the right heel in. We come to our high goddess squat, turning to the right side of the mat. Sitting into your hands, your elbows, or maybe bring your feet in a little bit closer and come down into a low malasana squat to where the triceps are on the inner knees. Tailbone again draws down to anchor to the earth, but you lift up through the crown. Make sure that you're not leaning forward onto your toes, that you're sitting back into your heels. Let's take 3 slow, calm Ujjayi breaths wherever we are. Go ahead and bring your hands down. Lift your hips straight into your legs, and you might widen out your feet one more time. We want to make sure the toes are slightly in and the heels slightly out. And you can have your hands on the ground. This time, let's just take an inhale and lift halfway up, but draw your shoulder blades down. And exhale, we're going to walk the hands beneath the body and turn your fingertips in the opposite direction of your toes. And bend your elbows as you exhale and fold in deep. Enjoy this stretch. Let's walk the hands under the shoulders, side to side, skandasana, high or low. Just get a stretch into the inner thighs. Next time you bend into your right knee, let's turn and face the top of the mat. Right knee bends over the ankle, roll to your left toes. Let's take an inhale. Exhale, step forward and fold. Bend your knees, let's reach out wide. As you inhale, rise up, press your palms together. And exhale, bring your hands down to the heart center. Bowing the head, close your eyes. Smoothing out and slowing down the breath. And tapping into the soothing quality of the Ujjayi breath. Just being here right now in this present moment. You can release your hands and open up your eyes. Let's come down to the hands and knees for child's pose. Just sitting back onto the hips, big toes touch. Let your elbows bend out wide and rest your forehead on the ground or maybe your block. We just use this time in child's pose to just come back down to earth. We've taken that big movement and our journey to the moon, and now we just want to come back to earth and relax. And bringing back those calm, peaceful qualities of the moon. And from here, let's roll onto the back. Just lay back on your back. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Go ahead and release your knees, your feet. Stretch out the arms and legs, just lay back for Shavasana. And again, there's just this feeling of coming back down to earth. Feeling that nurturance and that softness of the moon. Just feel it on your skin. Like your whole vessel is filled with this healing light and nectar of the moon. You might even feel that the space around the body is just glowing in moonlight. Just gently coming back to your breath. Making some easy movements in the fingers and toes. And even rolling your head side to side. Let's take an inhale and sweep the arms overhead, pointing the toes. And just exhale, bring your knees to your chest. Maybe a little rock side to side would feel nice for the low back. And as you come back to center, we're going to roll to our left side. So roll to your left. Stretch out your left arm and rest your head on the arm. Don't be in a hurry to get up. Take this time to transition upright, nice and slow and mindfully. And as you come up, we bring all that we experienced and all that we learned and all that we felt, we bring it with us and just come into a comfortable seat. And just resting your hands on the legs, you can have your palms down or up, whatever feels good. Softening your shoulders and elbows, and just close your eyes. And tune into the flow of the breath in and out of the nose. Go ahead and lift your right hand, and we're going to close the right nostril with the thumb. And take an inhale through your left nostril. Closing the left nostril with your ring finger. Exhale out of the right nostril. Go ahead and close your right nostril so that you can inhale through the left. Close the left. Exhale out of the right. Close the right. Inhale through the left. Close. Exhale out of the right. Close the right. Inhale through the left. Close. Exhale out of the right. Last round. Close the right. Inhale through the left. Close. Exhale out of the right. Release your hand down and return your breath back to its natural rhythm, breathing in and out of both nostrils evenly and equally. Just bring your hands together in prayer, and as you bow your head, bring a little smile to your face, and we just bow in gratitude to all the blessings in our lives and the fruits of our practice. Thank you. Namaste.